Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we're going to show you how to change out the Samsung Dryer Lint Filter cover. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new lint filter cover. The lint filter cover is located right inside the door at the bottom of the drum. It's where the lint screen goes in. The main reason to be changing it is if it's cracked or damaged and your clothes are getting caught on it. In order to get to the part, we have to open up the dryer door. Now that we have the door open, we can reach in and pull the lint filter out and set it aside. Then we can reach inside and take out the 3 screws that hold the lint filter cover in place. These screws are a little short, so you may not get them to come all the way out. Just make sure you unscrew them all the way, and then we'll get them out when we pull the cover out. Once you have all 3 screws out, we can carefully take the lint screen cover and push it in towards the drum. It'll unsnap from the housing, and we can lift it out. Once you have it lifted out, you can take the 3 screws and set them aside. Now that you have the lint screen cover out, you want to very carefully rotate it to the side so we can remove the wires from the moisture sensors. You want to be careful because the edge right here is sharp and you don't want to cut those wires. So you want to reach in carefully with a needle nose pliers and pull these 2 connectors off. They may be a little bit tight, so you may have to wiggle it to get it to release. They actually have a little locking tab on it. It doesn't matter which wire these go on, so you don't have to remember that. We're just going to reattach them when we reinstall them. Anytime you're taking these wires off the moisture sensor, you have to remember that these are actually locked on. You can't just pull on it and on the wire, otherwise you'll damage it. These blocks are actually the release mechanism, so you want to very carefully pull just a little bit. You'll feel a little bit of slack and pull that out like that, and that puts a little bit of pressure onto the release, and then you can pull it off the moisture sensor. Once you have the wires off, you can lift the assembly out. Here's the old lint filter cover next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. Before we put the new one in, we have to take the moisture sensors off. They're both taken out the same way. You can take a small screwdriver and press the tab over on this end and then lift up on it. Once you have it lifted up, you can get underneath it and pry it up and then just carefully lift the other end out. They're both changed out the same way. Now that we have them out of the old lint filter cover, we can snap them into the new one. We're going to put this side in first and press it down and then push it this way. Then we can snap the other side in and lock it in place. These are exactly the same, so it doesn't matter which one goes where. You can't mix them up. Just make sure you seat them in there firmly so they're in there the right way. To put the part back in, we're going to reconnect the wires, and then we're going to make sure that these little cutouts go on the notches down below, and then we're going to rotate it up so these tabs lock into place. Once we have it in there and snapped into place, we can put the screws back on. To put the part in, we're going to reach in and reconnect the wires. Remember, on the moisture sensors, it doesn't matter which side goes where. Just be careful you don't cut the wires on the lip of this bulkhead. And we're going to very carefully push them back into place. Once you have them both in and seated properly, we're going to rotate it around and get those tabs to line up so we can snap it into place. And then we can use our Phillips screwdriver to put the screws in. Remember, when you're putting the screws back in, the short one goes in the middle. Once you have all 3 screws tightened down, we can put the lint screen back in and close the dryer door. Now that we have the part installed, we can plug the dryer back in and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.